Welcome to Live Your Legacy, where every story holds a turning point, and every turning point holds the power of legacy.
Well, welcome to Live Your Legacy. Gosh, a Miss You Graham production, the conversational podcast where we explore how life's defining moments shape the legacy we leave behind. And I'm your host, Patricia D. Freudenberg, also known as Patty from New York. And this show is rooted in one simple truth: that grief isn't always about death. Sometimes it comes through life's changes, losses, detours, new beginnings. And here we speak with entrepreneurs, authors, leaders, and creators who've turned life's defining moments into meaningful work and lasting contributions. Because legacy is not only what we leave behind, but it's also shaping us right now through vision, impact, and purpose. And today I'm honored to share that I'm doing a solo show. Why? Because life be lifing. We did have a special guest, but unfortunately something arose and she is not able to make it. But I will share the screen to give you all the information of the guest that was to be. I hope all is well. But nonetheless, the show must go on, right? Does it have to? I don't know. I guess that's hearsay, controversial, subjective, if you will. But I want to talk about miracles today, because when there are opportunities for improvising, then I like to bring what I've been talking about in the past week, and I carry through my newsletters, my workshops, my school platform, which is really cool. And I invite everybody to go and check it out or follow me on social, and I'll share the link. It's complimentary to join. And of course, if you want to take it to the next level, there are VIP where you can join a little bit more intense workshops one-on-one with me, and we work together. I'm a consultant, and that is different than being a therapist. I don't diagnose, and I'm not a medical doctor. I don't fix bones. I am playful, yes, on the more uppity upside. And some people say that seems odd if you're dealing with grief. You can't get much lower, right? So I'm not going to go there. But some people need to just have that approach because everybody's at different stages, and that's fine. But if you're at the stage where you are in a state of awareness where, you know what, you're sick of being stuck, and you find yourself stuck and you're sick of it, and you are now are in a heightened state of awareness that, you know what, I want to live a life to be remembered. I want to honor those that have transitioned, because that's what death is. It's a transition, because the bottom line is, in our dying, we become transformed. And again, everything else is questionable, right? Nobody has all the answers. Is it the same character? When my mom passed, is it her personality and spirit? I don't know, but I choose thoughts that make me feel good. But I'm not here to give a consulting segment or show. I'm here to talk about a miracle today. And a miracle is a beautiful thing. And when we talk about miracles, yeah, there is the dictionary version of something extraordinarily unlikely to happen. And that's certainly a miracle in my book. But miracles can be various things. And we had a beautiful workshop on Clubhouse that I hold live workshops there. And we have group discussions. And I also brought to the table a book that I've read a few times because it's summary books. It's called A Course in Miracles. And I do like to promote that as an affiliate marketer with Amazon. I like to always promote books that I found inspiring. And again, it's not things that work for everybody, but it works for somebody. Same with Patty from New York. You come to Patty when you are ready to recover and you are ready to take matters into your own hands. I like to say that I empower grieving individuals by embracing what was and honoring what is to be and what is now, because now is all we really have. But yesterday, yes, yesterday's, they're gone. But I'll tell you this, they're also in the treasure chest, right? And again, these are ways of thinking that actually bring joy to me. I could speak for myself. And I know when people have shared some of these recommendations, which might seem elementary, but sometimes the most obvious thing is not so obvious, right? But when you think of memories, yes, they're gone, but why bring back the sad ones? They don't serve anymore. Discard them if you can. But we're human, so sometimes triggers and reminders, the memory creeps back. But we could always replace it with another memory, with a good memory, which I call the treasure chest. And yes, yesterday's gone. Nobody could bring it back. However, you could always go back with your imagination into your treasure chest where time and space are boundless, and that's beautiful. And when you use it to your advantage for your wellness, that's a miracle. For me anyway. I'd love to hear your comments, whether it's on this live segment or if you follow me on social, and I will continue posting this week on miracles. I'd like to hear what miracles have happened in your life, or what does a miracle mean to you, or do you even believe in miracles? Some of the people that showed up to participate in the conversation, somebody said a miracle is simply living. That's a miracle. And I couldn't disagree. I do agree with that. Living is a miracle. Having this life experience is a miracle. But again, it's perspective, right? Perspective is such a part of it all. It really is perspective. One time reading one of Dr. Wayne Dyer's book, God rest his soul, he would say, what's the difference between a weed and a flower? And you'd say, what's the difference between a weed and a flower? And he'd say, perspective, right? An opinion. So that's where I'm getting at. It's how you look at things. And when you could look at things from a different lens, all of a sudden everything changes. And that's what I'm asking you when you're in a state of mind that's just not working or feeling good. And sometimes it's good to just get to the root cause. Again, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not here to diagnose. I'm here to share resources, techniques, tools, tricks of the trade, however you may call it. I will meet you halfway. But these things that I offer are either scientific facts, right? And again, if you follow me on social, you'll see I share the resources, I share the books. One of my favorite that I speak often of, Dr. Joe Dispenza, amazing. He was the one that recognized epigenetics, and at first it was a theory, and they were able to go ahead and prove that. Oh, I think we have our guest here, which is a miracle. Yay. And let's see, I'm not sure the connection is coming in well, but we'll try to bring her up. Let's see. No, the connection is not well. So we're going to wait patiently. And in the background, you might hear some noises, and that's another miracle. Puppy, yeah. And today's show is definitely improv style, and I appreciate everybody who's been following the show. We are on 14 about more or less platforms, whether you like audio version only. We are also on YouTube, and yes, we do have our guests here. Come on in. Thank you. Before we get over to you, Sue, thank you for joining us today on Live Your Legacy. And we were just doing a fun chat with the guests, but let me just start again for our guest here. And I want to properly bring you in. Today's guest, Sue Pat, who is an AI-driven entrepreneur, spiritually guided business coach who helps small business owners automate and monetize digital products through simple step-by-step programs. Her signature system, Rapid Revenue Blueprint, Passive Empire, and Infinite Prosperity are designed to remove every technical obstacle so entrepreneurs can launch, earn, and grow without overwhelm. Sue Pat, thank you for being here. And I was keeping our guests entertained. You know, I love improv. To me, it
No,
was
I'm really sorry. Actually, I joined late. I totally
this is
appreciate the
life.
show.
This is life, right? This is life at its best.
Yeah,
This is life, right? And this is why I live shows, because it's real. It's real,
yeah.
right? It's real, and
Nothing
I
edited.
love
Yeah,
it. So thank you. And
Yeah.
where are you coming in from, Sue? Tell the people where you're coming in from, and thank you for being a guest today.
Actually, I'm from California, Bay Area, California, but I was in New York last week. I was in New
Oh,
York last week for 1 week, and we just love New York. We come there again and again. So yeah,
well,
I see here
I'm
you are
glad you
from
liked
New
it.
York.
Yes, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it, and I hope New York is good to you. And I hope you want to come back again.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
I'm a fan of California. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of California.
Yeah,
So
so
again,
whenever you come here, let me know. I can, yeah, we can go around together. Yeah.
thank you. Now, what part of California are you at?
I'm from East Bay, but I'm 15 minutes away from every airport. So
Oh,
from San Jose, San Francisco, Oakland, 15, 20 minutes, I can go to any airport. So,
perfect, perfect. Let's get right into it. And again, welcome everybody. We got Sue Patty here. We're gonna just put a little ticket on here to let you know a little bit more about her in case you missed it in the intro. And I want to say again, welcome to Live Your Legacy. And here we're gonna ask some questions. And again, just feel the flow. Feel the flow. We're raw and real here on Live Your Legacy. So I always like to jump right into it, Sue. And my first question for you is: would you agree or disagree that hindsight is always 2020, and why?
oh, I totally agree. Hindsight is always 2020, but it is good in a way because you learn lessons from it. So you should, if you want to see behind, yeah, sure, you should, but only to learn from it, not to regret. Because if you're driving your car and your life is a car, right? So you cannot just keep on driving your car just by keep on looking at the back. So you look at the back, you just see what is happening, but most of the time your eyesight is in the front. So hindsight is 2020 surely, but it is only to learn lessons and not to regret and not to live in the back. Because what happens, people generally either they regret about their past or they worry about their future, and hardly anyone is really enjoying their present. So I would recommend enjoy the present because that is really present. That is a gift to you, gift from God. You really don't know about future. Past is gone, it is not coming back. So just enjoy the present, be mindful, and just love your life.
Beautiful message. Thank you for that. Let's take it back even a little bit more. Can you take us back for a moment and share with us a pivotal moment that changed the direction of your life and or work?
I can say that it really aligned with your topic, Live Your Legacy. And that was the thing that really changed my life and that totally changed my perspective and goals, everything. I have been entrepreneur almost whole of my life. I had various kinds of businesses. I had computer consulting firm plus placement firm. I was also into network marketing. I did everything. But when I was bedridden for 1 year, that was near death experience for me.
Wow.
And that time I started thinking what I'm going to leave behind as a legacy. Because see how your show says that is so true because I think it is there in each and everyone's mind to leave behind something really good for this world because you were on this earth. So that can be used even after you are gone. And human being is the only species where you are allowed to create good karma. No other actually species has that kind of, yeah, opportunity. So then I started thinking and I just changed my all direction and I said, okay, I have to leave behind something. So I have been blogging in spiritual and entrepreneurship for a long time, like 20, 30 years. I have been blogging a lot. So I have been told many times that my blogs really got a lot of traction. Why don't you compile those blogs and create books? And I said, oh, who is going to read and all that? I didn't care. But then when this was the moment in my life, I wanted to leave legacy. And then I started compiling, and now my 3 books are getting published. And there will be many more books into pipeline. And that was the thing. So even when I'm gone from this earth, people will read them and they will better their lives. So that is the legacy I'm going to leave behind. And that is really more important than any other legacy. That is what I feel, because yeah, money come and go, but education, knowledge, yeah, that is really so much needed for everyone, and that to better their life in each and every area of their life.
That was beautiful. That was that. It does align perfectly. I'm taking a moment to let it soak. That was a beautiful answer and share. What challenge would you say was a blessing in disguise?
Every challenge is a blessing in disguise. Means basically when I was bedridden, I'm just telling that, give me that example. So many times people complain, why me, poor me, and all. And doctors wanted to do surgery. I just didn't want anyone to touch my spine, because if they do one mistake, then I would have actually lost my spine forever. I would have been bedridden whole life. So I really feel that was the thing. Means I was forced to take rest, and that was the time when I could introspect and I could decide what I really wanted in my life. And that is why I could pursue my ultimate goal. So, for everything, greater the challenge, the better it is, because then the rewards are also higher. So, especially as an entrepreneur, I think entrepreneurship, it is the best self-help development program on this earth, because unless you improve yourself, you cannot enrich other people's lives. And many times solopreneur first couple of years of their entrepreneurship, they have nothing to show for, and still they are struggling. And I always say that they quit their 40 hours of job, end up working 80 hours into their business, nothing to show for initially, and nobody understands them. They might be they will be working for actually their family and kids and their spouses and all, just to, but nothing to show for. And they will be working really hard, and their family might be asking, friends might be asking, why are you working so hard? And they have nothing to say, because they cannot tell anything that okay, I'm doing this for you, so that you will have better choices, better options. So only one solopreneur understands other solopreneur. It's so important. So any challenges you are facing, I just want to tell you that Patty and I, we have been over there and we are still facing the challenges. But in your life, you either learn or earn. So if you are not earning in particular situation, make sure you learn so that you can move on.
I like that message. Learn or earn. I like that. And you are so right. I've been an entrepreneur for a few decades now, and it's a different walk, but it's a different walk. But I've learned so much. So thank you for sharing that message. I don't think we've ever talked about that specifically here on the show. So thank you for that. Who has been the most memorable mentor in your life and why? And it may be more than one. That's okay. But tell us about it.
The mentor, I have many mentors in my life, and you can learn from everyone. You, it's not like that your kids are younger to you, so that there is no need to learn from. As a soul age, their age and your age is the same age. So you can learn from everyone. So the mentor right now, I can even see, give your example. I joined late and you welcome me graciously.
Oh,
So
of
means,
course.
see,
That
this
was
is a
fun. That was a fun surprise both ways. I was concerned, and then I said okay, and then I saw you had technical difficulties, but that was it was fun because this is life, right?
so this is learning for me too, because I have podcast, I have a couple of shows. So when my guest doesn't show up, means I know what kind of attitude I should have. So I'm learning from everyone each and every moment.
Mm.
So the biggest mentor, so everyone is a mentor in my life. Everyone, I learn from everything. I learn from nature, I learn from creator, I learn from my kids. My younger one, she's the youngest daughter, but she motivated me a lot, and because of her the books are coming. And even my husband, because I wanted total freedom into my career, and he gave me total freedom. And as a teenager, my mom was my mentor. Because of her spirituality, my life shaped really good. Because as a teenager, if you are confused, many times as a teenager, means drug is really easily available option. But I'm really thankful that because my mom's foundation was so right, I didn't go for that. So everyone enriched my life But most important thing I remember, one of my mentors says that don't go for perfection. Of course, you have to go for excellence. You should be better today than yesterday. Yeah, you can make mistakes, but make sure you are not making same mistakes again. But the day you become perfect, God will call you, because as a human being, you are never going to be perfect. So, as far as you are striving for excellence, you are not repeating the same mistakes, because if you repeat the mistake, that means you didn't learn from the previous time. So, don't repeat the mistake and go for excellence. You are better today than yesterday. Everything is fine. So, I just would like to say, your audience, don't go for perfection, because perfection kills, and nobody can relate to a perfect person. Nobody can relate. For example, there was case study done, two videos, same videos. One was done by the professional videographer, and it was posted on TikTok, and another video was just done on iPhone, just casually and posted. And the one which was done casually got way more likes than the professionally done, because people don't relate. So that is what I would like to tell your audience.
That's a that's really important. And this show was a perfect example today. Today's episode was a perfect example. And I love every minute. You see, my cheeks are hurting from smiling. And it was a fun surprise. And I'm like, hey, wait. So thank you for that answer. Was there a revelation? Now, you might have answered this already in that answer, but let's see what you have to say. Was there a revelation, a personal motto, or lesson that helped guide your journey?
Yeah, means I really feel the revelation comes when your business is aligned to your ultimate goal. And that sometimes you learn from a really hard way, because as a new entrepreneur, many times people join, they just see what others are doing, and then they start doing what others are doing. But sometimes it may not be really fitting to your ultimate goal or your lifestyle. So I learned it really hard way, and I'm really thankful that I implemented. I'll just give you one example. I was having my high ticket program, where hybrid program, where people get one-on-one time with me and also group program. But I realized that I love to travel and my husband also loves to travel, and that was not fitting into my lifestyle as such. And that, when it got revealed to me, I changed my program in such a way that I can make money on a passive way, and still I can pursue my lifestyle. And it is really good for entrepreneur if they understand at their early stage, so that hey, they will have more chances to progress. But hey, better late than never.
Yeah.
And I learned it really hard way, and it is your life. I know you might be having different kind of revelation, but hey, it
I
is
feel
your.
like the takeaway for me, my perception of what you shared, my takeaway is be flexible,
Yeah,
right? Be flexible. I think that's an important message. So
absolutely.
thank you. So thank you with that. What would you say to your younger self, Sue?
My younger self was totally confused. I was kind of basket case, so I had to tell a lot of things to the my younger self. But if I want to tell only one thing, I can just say improve your relationship with money.
Mm,
Because when I was growing up, I had a really bad impression about businesses, business people, because my in my family there were some business owners and distant family. I didn't like their lifestyle. I didn't, and they were doing some non-ethical things. So I thought, to be a business owner, you have to do all these things. You have to sacrifice your principles and all. So I never wanted to be a business owner. I never wanted to marry a business owner. And so my relationship with money was not really good, because I thought if you make a lot of money, you end up doing bad things and all. But I'm really thankful that my spiritual study changed my relationship with money, and then I realized the money is not good or bad. Money is neutral. Money just amplifies your true nature. And that I realized, and then I realized that owning business is not at all bad, because then you are part of the asset for the society, not the liability. You are giving something great for the society. You are helping many more families by hiring them or using them as a contractor. So all these things I learned, and as a younger self I didn't understand. And I would just say that have a great relationship with money. Money is neutral. Money is not good or bad. Money just amplifies the person's nature who is using it. And that I would say that, and yeah, become a
Wow.
part of a solution for the society and not just like a giver. It's really, it is very fulfilling. You enjoy and others enjoy that too.
Wow. Those were powerful words. Those I'm sure a lot of our audience can relate to that to some level. I know I can. When it took me a long time to have a healthy relationship with finances because of, like you said, and when it's funny, lead by example. And it doesn't mean that our examples were necessarily bad, just poor choices, right? Poor choices. Sometimes the person isn't bad, they're just making poor choices. But if you're a child and you're seeing such behavior, how do you don't know any different, right? So yeah, or even influenced by friends and such. So that was a really smart
Your parents
answer.
might be saying, hey, money doesn't grow on tree, and it might be, means sometimes people just keep on carrying those sentences later on. It is out of context, because your parents might be having good intention. They want you to value money, but you keep on carrying it to whole your life that way. So just don't take it out of context, because your parents also, they want to help you, and they
Yeah,
are doing the best according to whatever they know, right?
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What wisdom would you want your future self to keep holding on to?
Future self means would really want to hold on to the goal, what I want to do in this life, and just keep on pursuing that ultimate goal on daily basis. Just make sure whatever your ultimate goal is, just make sure that every day you are doing at least one thing to achieve your ultimate goal. And everybody's ultimate goal might be different. Every day I make sure that I'm doing at least one thing, or I'm taking at least one step to go towards that ultimate goal. And one step every day, 1% every day will help me reach over there.
Oh, I love one step at a time. It might seem very cliche, but the truth behind it, the truth behind that, it's just, let's not take that for granted, one step at a time. Thank you. Thank you for that, sharing that. What does legacy mean to you personally? And we know there's no right or wrong answer, and it is a loaded question, but here you are. What does legacy mean to you, Sue?
See, the legacy, again, I said that I want the world to be better, little bit better, because I was on this earth. So that is the
Mm.
legacy for me. But I really, I'm not doing because people should say that, oh, she did a great work and all, because I really don't care what others are saying, because what others are saying, it depending on their perception, and it can change tomorrow. The only person or only thing which I want to satisfy is God. Means when I go and see God, God should say, hey, you are a faithful person and you did a great job. So that is the only one entity which I want to satisfy. That is,
Oh,
yeah, that is the only thing I have. And
that's
that is,
beautiful.
that is the legacy I want to live. And see, I don't know whether you read Steve Jobs' last write up. It was full of regrets. He said people think that I achieved a lot, and but he said people don't know I didn't pursue any of my goals. Hobbies. I didn't have friends, and now here I'm on the sick bed. I cannot trade sick bed. I can trade everything else on this earth. It was just full of regrets, and at the end of his life, he was, whoever went to see him, he just kept on giving the spiritual books. He said, I learned it late, but at least you should learn now, on and on. That's the thing. You know, means don't leave this earth with regrets. Of course, you may not fulfill all your dreams and goals, but that's okay. Whatever you can do, surely you can do. And
Well, a lot of people die with their dreams in them, right?
Oh yeah,
So
so I read a story. They said, okay, you want to see someone with lots of dreams, and they took them to cemetery because most of the people, yeah.
So, Sue, what would you hope? And you might have answered this already, but maybe we'll go a little deeper. What do you hope people remember most about the way you lived, worked, and served?
I just want to inspire people, and I just want them to feel that okay, if she can do it, I can do it. So
That gives
everything
me the chills.
I remember, for example, I mentioned that I have one podcast and I'm starting one more show. I never wanted to have a podcast. Okay, I was blogging. I was happy blogging because I like to write. My blog started taking lots of traction, and people started saying, "We love your blogs. We don't have time to read. Why don't you start YouTube channel? Why don't you start podcast? So at least we can watch your videos. We can listen to your podcast." I never wanted to do that because I never wanted to show my face. I never wanted to talk on the mic because English is my third language. I still have heavy accent.
Wait,
I
third
just
language, did you say? We got some love here, by the way. Julie Loken, who runs an amazing podcast. She's in the top 5. I think she made number 1 too. But anyhow, Julie Loken's giving some love. Thank you, Julie. But did you say third language? Mamma
yeah.
mia.
So
Wow, that's amazing.
So I never wanted to do that. As an entrepreneur, you are here to serve your audience, not to serve your ego. So the
Right.
moment I got requests from people that we want to listen to your blogs, I started podcast in one day. I started YouTube channel in one day. Now I have 3 YouTube channels, and now I'll be having 2 shows, and that is for 4 or 5 years. It is going on and consistently. So, what I would like to tell people, you are here to serve your audience, you are here to serve your future or current clients. So put eyes on them, don't put eyes on your imperfections, put eyes on them and you serve them, and everything will be okay. Because if I had kept on looking at myself and my imperfections and my all the drawbacks and everything, I would have never started all these things. But just because of my audience, I started it, and now I'm happy. So that is what I want people to remember, that serve your audience and everything will be okay. Put your eyes on them, not on yourself. Everything will be okay.
Beautiful. Service above self. I resonate with that. If you could do it all over again, would you change anything? Or did every part of the journey have a purpose?
Of the journey surely has a purpose, no doubt about it. But of course, there are few things I learned hard way, because even I was hard headed. I was not a really great student. Just because somebody told me you should do it doesn't mean I just did it, because I just needed a proof and all. So I may not be that much hard headed. I think I would find a mentor like you and get into the back pocket and start learning, because yeah, it is good to learn from your own mistakes, but better to learn from somebody else's mistakes, because they have already crossed the minefield and you are just going into their footsteps. So I would find a mentor like you and start implementing immediately, and that will be a really great shortcut.
Oh, thank you. That was beautiful. I'll receive that. What this is our signature question as we're coming to the end of the show here, and then we're gonna learn a little bit more about what you're doing these days. But what is something about your journey that most people would be surprised to learn? Now, there's no right or wrong answer. Again, this could be personal, this could be business. But tell us, what would surprise people to learn about what you're doing these days? Tell us.
So I will answer this into 2 steps. First, I will say that most surprising thing is actually mine was arranged marriage. I got married to someone, that person I didn't know at all, and I have been married to this person over 30 decades, sorry, 3 decades, and I'm totally enjoying my life with him. And what I'm doing currently right now, I'm writing books on Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita, it is a spiritual book for Sanatan Dharma, but I studied other religions too. I did Bible study for many years because of my training from other business, and also my kids went to Christian school. So I also was attracted to Buddha's teaching. So I studied other religions, but I'm writing books on Bhagavad Gita. And so my first book getting published, that is Bhagavad Gita for Young Souls. Actually, the first book I wrote was Bhagavad Gita for entrepreneurs. And when I showed it to publisher, he said it is a very complex book. You should write something simple, and then you should go by ladder and go for complicated books later on. So I wrote the Bhagavad Gita for young souls for a 7-year-old can read and implement.
Oh,
But I also wrote,
so you took the advice. I thought you
yeah,
were going to say, I didn't listen. I thought you were going to say something that I usually do. I'm just kidding. But really, good for you. You took the advice. I've learned to take advice in my older years. Not that I'm old, but in my later years or my younger years. No, I'm not taking your advice, but I love that you took the advice. Okay, go ahead.
yeah. So then that, but I also wrote actually that as a parent, if you have never read Bhagavad Gita, this is for you too, because I always heard that Bhagavad Gita is a really good as a gift than to sit and read. Then I'm going to take away that excuse. So this book is really simple for 7-year-old can read. Then my second book is Bhagavad Gita for daily life, that is also coming up, and then third book is the Bhagavad Gita for happiness, because I really feel all these crimes are happening because people are unhappy. So if the happiness index increases in our society, the
Yeah.
crime rate will go down. So that is why, and then some other books are in pipeline, but that is what, and I'm creating courses also, because when I was giving people my book to proofread and all, and they said it would be really better if you create courses for that, so that if someone wants additional help, they can go through the course. So I'm creating courses also for each book. So that is what currently I'm doing.
Yeah, and when people resonate with a book, they want more. They want more. They said feed the people, right? One of our colleagues say. So that's really important and smart. So thank you for that. And where can people find you? I know where to find you, but where can people find you? I'm going to pull up your site right here and let's check out your site. But where can people find you other than your website? I'm going to share the website right here. But tell us a little bit more about the work you're doing and where do you want people to find you?
See, we are connected on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn actually I got verified. So you may not find me on LinkedIn as a soup ads, because there I had to write my real name, and my real name is really long. So LinkedIn, I'm influencer. You can find me on LinkedIn, yeah, newbeginning.com. This is for my digital offerings. But I also have a new website coming up, soupats.com, where all my spiritual offerings will be there. So these
Okay.
are the three places. Yeah, of course, I'm on all social media, my TikTok and Insta and all. But these are the three main things: LinkedIn, newbeginning.com, and soupats.com. So those are really, yeah, I have lots of free resources so that
I
you can.
see this. As you see, I'm scrolling up. I'm like, wow, you really are a giver here. And this is a little bit more about Sue and book your free call. It's not going to cost you anything, complimentary. This is really awesome. I don't see your LinkedIn on here, but you could find your LinkedIn on our website, livelegacy.vip. This will be episode 26 if you are interested in joining with Sue here. But go ahead, Sue. Go ahead.
No, thank you. I really appreciate. I'll tell my team to add the LinkedIn. Thank you. Yes, they must have missed out. But I have lots of free resources they can download. There are lots of free courses, even digital downloads and PDFs and all, so people can get head start to follow their dream.
Okay, you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm going to share. Hold on, I'm gonna remove this one. I'm gonna share your LinkedIn page. I believe I can. No, or maybe not. All right, hold on. All right, now I'm gonna share the LinkedIn page so people could get at least a visual on this. And here we are. We got my message popped up there for a second. Okay, here is your LinkedIn page, and that's Sumda. Could you
Yeah,
pronounce your name?
but
I
you
messed
can
it up.
Sumedha. But yeah, where can I put? Is there a chat? I can put.
Yeah, it's okay. We got Sumedha, and then last name
Mhm.
Patbhai. WARDHAN. And we'll just keep that up for another minute. Connect with, did we add it on stage? Yeah, here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to zoom in
So
just
if
for a
you go to
second.
linkedin.com/in/soupads, you will get me.
Oh, okay. That's even
So there is a
easier.
URL. In URL, actually, if you just go and look for soupads, yeah, you will
Oh,
get
that's
in
even easier
URL.
right there in parentheses. Perfect. And that's even easier. That's even easier. So thank you for that. Let me just zoom in one more time. You got right there Sue, Pat in parentheses, and that's even easier. Thank you for that. As we're wrapping it up today, do you want to promote anything else? We don't want anybody to miss out on all the good stuff. What would you like people to find your book? Are you on Amazon? What is the best way to find your
Yeah, my two books are actually getting published on 50 plus platforms like Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and all. One book is getting published only on Amazon, that Bhagavad Gita for Daily Life, because I just wanted to experiment, just because publishing is first time happening for me. So that is there. But I would like to tell your audience that they are attending your show, so they are in the right company. So I
Thank
would just
you.
want to tell that they should come and join your show again and again, and they should bring their friends, and then they should promote your show, because it is the right company. And you might be doing wrong things, but if you are in the right company, everything will fall in place and you will start doing right things again and again. And
Oh,
to your
thank
audience,
you.
I just want to tell you are blessed to be part of her community. Come again for her next show and bring your friends.
Thank you, Sue. That's a beautiful blessing. Thank you so much. I want to pass it over to you one more time, though. I'm throwing you the mic for some closing remarks before we get on out of here.
The closing remark, Miss, I would just like to tell that keep up the great work, Miss. You are doing really good. It is not easy to go live and go live again and again consistently, but you are doing it. So I just want to applaud you. You are doing a great job. You are inspiring me and many others. You are
Oh, thank
God
you.
sent one. That's what I can say
This
to
was a
you.
surprise too. I didn't expect all these flowers, but you know what? I'm not going to turn them down. I'm going to receive them with love and graciousness and appreciation. And thank you for making it on. I know this morning was a struggle, the struggle bus for all of us, but this is life, right? And I really am glad that we were able to come here and make it happen, because life be lifing. I feel cool when I say it that way, so I'm going to keep saying it that way. Life be lifing. And right here, raw and real, this show will be uploaded on 14 platforms on the podcast, also on YouTube. Also, you'll see recaps on LinkedIn, Facebook, and we're on all the platforms too. But Sue, it's been a pleasure to have you here, and I hope you could come back again for
Thank you, and I would like to interview you on my show for sure.
Absolutely. I'm taking you up on that, and we'll connect on the back channel. Again,
Sure.
this is Live Your Legacy. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, and write a review. You could find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcast. And for now, we are complete. And until next time, live your legacy with vision, impact, and purpose. Thank you so much, Sue, and God bless.
Thank you. Bye bye.
You're welcome.
And every turning point holds the power of legacy. Every step